Alright. We are back. If I am correct, when I hit this, we're gonna have a little recap, so let's go for it.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
Stucky!
The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
No, the island had disappeared. The cabin just part of it. Got the groceries. Honey, I'm home. Lucy!
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Alright. Got a little heavy rain vibe going on. Can you see the wind? I can. It's snowing out there. Alright. Coffee. I don't even drink coffee. I'm just hit B. That's this one.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
That's why you told me to put it on, and I put it on. Okay. Now use the restroom. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Alright, go to Alice.
Oh, hey. I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Ugh,
Yeah.
clickers.
If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
She didn't have her clicker on that thing, didn't she? Scooch. It never snows where I am. It rarely snows where I am.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
All three.
Mr. Wake, how are you
You
feeling?
just asked that.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Nope.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
It's good to know.
You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter.
You
I
don't give me a
suppose.
chance to answer
But
anything.
it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I
I'll
just,
take your word for it, Doc.
just got you off the water. So this is about as far as I played back when I tried on my laptop. Because I couldn't find doors like this or... Oh, it's the Dark Lady.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
You crazy lady.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Corridor.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
Alright. Wonder if those are, excuse me. I'm gonna have to cough. Wonder if those are developers. Alright. Let's talk
Come
to
in, Mr. Wake.
Sheriff Breaker.
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
Well, you gotta tell her.
Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
Mr.
There's a
Wake,
spot
can I
called
help you with
Lover's
anything?
Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Hey, mister!
Of course, Mr. Wake.
Hey, can you
can
turn
go
the
up there through
light?
the cell
The
corridor.
light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
They give you beer in jail? Or you just locked up today?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty.
There's the junker, so through the fence. Probably where that board is. Kick it! That's what I do. Good God! It wasn't necessary.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Yeah, I never would have got through this in all black and white.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't
watch
think
TV,
about
bro.
that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So is this from the week
Marvelous.
that I'm missing?
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches.
Thank
the
you.
cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Boom!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Boosh! Get your smug face out of here.
Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Hey, Barry.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Hi, Rose.
Who's Max?
I don't know.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Coffee.
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
Just coffee.
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller.
Shut up.
But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Talk to Rusty. There's Rusty out this door.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Poor puppy.
Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
Alright.
The form's on the desk across from the man skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing Listen, you hit your head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay.
You're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out? It's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Bye, Barry. Kick it. I just want to see something explode again. Good Lord.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Never actually watched that movie. More coffee. So, I don't know what happened to my batteries. I had 16. I might have used them in that boss fight. I don't remember. Okay, so the manuscript? No. That is not either. Wow. Okay, well, onto the trail.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
Only 12 bullets?
Good door, Al.
Must be a new gun. And I don't have my flare guns or anything. Sure, I'm making this hard on me.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Jeez. Let's not do that. This is all new stuff, so if I take a little longer than I have been, sorry about that.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
Deerfest!
Plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
I'm gonna be a criminal. Turn on all the lights and leave them on. I'm so naughty. Alright,
I'm getting a little too wicked to do much more than that, you know. So, tell me.
Safe haven, that's gonna go out. I already know. Told you. Gotta want to go in these cabins. There's stuff to be had. Kick it! Yeah! Aw, nothing. Another one of these nutballs.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
That's debatable. Okay, that doesn't look good. It looks like they're gonna give me something. Sure, my manuscript page is in this person's car. That makes sense. $100. Can't feed the wildlife. More manuscripto. I'm Italian in this episode. More manuscript. Okay. Fantastic. So they're already fallen. So they're not gonna fall on me.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
Too tired to run.
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please,
Hello?
help! Back here. I'm back here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Which office? I figure he wants me to turn on the lights in here, but okay, must be a...
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches.
It's hitting me. They weren't throwing anything at me, were they? Rusty's dead. I don't need to return.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please! Don't feed the animals! Fishing is only permitted for those.
It's Rusty.
Which is a park. Fishing license, no bay. At all times. Rusty, Rusty, no, never. Two bears and wolves, never a around the park. Gross. This includes even UV. Or even simple berries.
Well, great. Oh boy. Good lord. Endless. So, all these manuscript pages are basically telling me what's going on. I don't want to read them. I don't want to know exactly what's going on. Sounds good. Sounds great. Sounds like it's where I need to be going. Alright. This is where they would give you all your health back if you needed it.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Beer! I don't drink beer. I don't drink at all. Wish I had 17 batteries.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
As it always is. And there goes the light. So I'm about to fight. Oh, come on. Okay. That's fine. So yeah, all these little side things are probably